if you're worried about your smartphone falling in the water out of this holder that I talked about earlier, well, I've got the solution for you, and I got it from watching some kids use their smartphones. This is cool. Stay tuned. In my earlier video, I talked about getting one of these cheap mounts for your smartphone off Amazon, attaching it to a utility track on the back of your kayak, and using that to hold your smartphone so you can monitor your apps. I use it a lot for the Angler app because I want to know what's going on around me in terms of weather and things like that, as well as my deeper sonar. But the issue that many of you raised up is, what happens if this thing gets knocked out of the mount? You've now lost your smartphone. Well, in that earlier video, I talked about buying a cheap, used, or even a new, this one only costs 30 bucks, smartphone, linking it to your real phone as a hotspot. But what if you don't want to do that? And what if you don't even want to lose your cheap phone? Well, I was watching some kids the other day, and I noticed that they were using these Hot Pockets, which is a little holder that expands when you pop it up. And I thought, aha! Here's a new kayak hack that will secure my smartphone to the holder. And I'm going to combine it with the other hack I learned from Thomas about making leashes. So let's get into it and see if it works. Did I say Hot Pockets? I meant pop sockets. Anyway, here's the idea. You know, these things will come out. Let me go ahead and open it up. So here's what it looks like. And basically, we just pull it out of here. Now, this is what we attach to the back of whatever case you're using on your smartphone. And I recommend using a case instead of attaching it right to your phone. And the reason I want to use a case is now, if I don't really want to walk around, you know, with this thing hanging off of here, I can just take the smartphone out of the case and I'm back to where I was. So I'm basically just going to pop this on here, let it get set, but before I do that, I want to take a drill and run a hole down through here so I can run my leash cord through it. I will also shorten this because I don't want it so long that if this does get knocked off, it'll fall into the water. So there's a hole already on the holder that I can run that carabiner through, and now it's just a matter of how long do I want to make this. And I don't think I want it to hang down farther than right there, because then it'll start getting in the water. So I'll grab a hold of here, and then that's where I'll cut it and recrimp it. So if you already have one of these leashes like I do, what I did is I just hung the end of it from a pair of vice grips, hit it with a heat gun, and that re-straightened it back out. Now I'll put my clamp on, a little brass sleeve, and you could do one of two things. You could either run it around the pop socket, or you can put it through the hole, which is what I want to do, which is why I made the hole. Now I'm going to tighten that up because I measured, and then run that back through. The advantage of doing it through the hole is you're guaranteed that the leash will not get in the way and press against your smartphone, which will be sitting right here. Now I just clamp this sucker down. Two good squishes here should do it. I'll trim off the excess, and now the last step is to attach this. You don't want to put this on first because you're going to be manipulating it and you don't want to weaken the adhesive. Well, I've got it done. It turned out that I had to put a weight on top of this pop socket to make it grip with the back of my phone. Now, if it ever comes off, and I guess I'll test that by just hanging it, not over the water, I'll basically upgrade to epoxy. So I can just pop this in right here and then pop it right into the slots. There you go. And now, if it falls out, it only goes down this far. So that's not bad. That's going to keep it quite a ways away from the water. And if I need to take it out to look at it, I can take it out and I can pull it all the way over to here, and I'll be sitting right in here. So that's plenty of room. Maybe I should have put another 2 inches on here, because that would have been enough room to keep it up out of the water. But I think I'm pretty happy with this. Now the key thing is, will this sucker stay stuck? And only time will tell on that. So if you're worried about your cell phone falling off, again, first get a throwaway phone, buy a used one on eBay or someplace else, or do like I did, and I picked up this guy for 30 bucks on sale at Best Buy. And now you've got a smartphone to run all your apps while you're on the water without sacrificing your real phone. And that's the key thing.